Namaste, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex, and on this channel, I share insights, inspiration, and energy healing for your life and spiritual awakening journey. Welcome to this live stream. I will begin the Reiki transmission and sort of a short guided meditation today as well. In just a couple of minutes. So if you're watching this as a recording, you feel free to skip forward about 5 minutes. But I'd also like to give you a message first before you skip. So please stay tuned just another minute or so before you skip forward. You see, on Friday, I will begin a healing journey. It's a little bit of an experiment that I've decided to do. It will be 1 week of daily healing sessions on a Zoom video call. So it will be in a group setting with 10 different people, 10 people. And together we will talk a little bit about what Reiki is, energy healing, self-healing. I will teach a couple of techniques, how you can do it on yourself. But I will also be transmitting Reiki energy for your benefit, and that is completely free. So if you're interested in committing to this for 1 week, then I suggest, first of all, that you subscribe to my channel so that you will get the updates. I also want you to check the description, a link in the description to my Facebook page called Reiki by AK. So you can actually search on Facebook Reiki by AK, or just click the link in the description below. You head over to my page there, like my page, and send me a message on that page so that I know who you are and so that I can send you more details. What else can I say? I think that's a pretty good introduction for now. So let me just think. Let me see if there's coming some more. That's pretty much it. But remember this. I want people to join who can commit to one group gathering, one healing every night for 1 week. That is 7 days starting at Friday. So I would like a group of people where everyone can come together, experience Reiki, experience healing, and also who would like to have this group in order to share some experiences, to open up and have a little bit of a discussion. I would really like that. So if that checks out with who you are, then feel free to contact me. I'd love to have you. All right. Let's get this show on the road. I will just share this live stream on my Facebook page as well. So anyone who wants to join can do that. While I do this, while I prepare, you can prepare by finding a comfortable position. During the Reiki session, it's actually recommended that you lie down. I usually say it's okay that you sit up or lie down, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But in my experience, lying down is actually a little bit more comfortable because it's usually the body usually wants to rest a lot while the energy is working. And it's really nice to be able to fully just fall back and relax. But you do what's best for you. You know better. So just find a comfortable position and start tuning into this calmness that is already beginning to spread out. So if you're in here right now, if you're waiting for the healing, please let me know in the live chat on, I would think it's this side, right? If this is the right side, and if you're in here to experience some Reiki tonight, please give me a hello or a number one or hi or something like that. Let me know that you're here. Oops. That was funny. I happened to share my distant Reiki healing, the link to this live stream in my old school page. When I was studying in Australia, we have a school page for that. Not really appropriate. See if we can find the right place for this. If we have any hellos, hello Pratush, very nice to see you here. Hi buddy. Where are you tuning in from? Yeah, I'm almost set up here, so we'll get ready. Warsaw, oh, very nice. Let's see, maybe you speak Polish then. Jak się masz? Dobranoc. Hello, Richard, all the way from Pittsburgh. Nice to see you here tonight, Richard. Love you too, buddy. I hope that you are, that you're doing well. Actually, Pratush, we will begin. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, we'll be ready to begin now. So I usually wait about 5 minutes just so that everyone can get the notification that the live stream has started. Hello, Yeva, my love. Mwah. So, actually, I forgot one thing. Just give me 10 more seconds. Because today we will do something called Holy Fire Love. And it is a short guiding, I will guide you shortly into a healing experience called Holy Fire Love. And I actually need the papers for that because it's a specific guiding ritual, you could call it. Just have to find this. There we go. Right, so find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. Make sure that the environment you're in is calm and preferably silent, or you have some nice ambient music in the background. I will be playing a little bit of music when I stop talking, so you can enjoy that too. You can begin by breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Try to force the breath in any way, just breathe naturally. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep breathing a little bit. Feel that you're getting centered. The energy has already begun transmitting a little bit, so it will help you to settle in. Just allow yourself to open up to this energy. Open your heart to it. Feel in your heart that is a gentle, loving energy that wants your absolute best. Set the intent in your heart if there's something special, something specific that you need help with in your life, something that you need healing with. You can focus for that and ask the energy, the Reiki energy, the holy fire energy to help you heal that. And allow whatever experience you're having, whatever comes up, to arise and pass away on its own. You won't have to do anything in order to heal that. Just relax and let it go. This healing experience, holy fire healing, will take around 20 minutes. So just allow yourself 20 minutes to relax and let the energy work on you. And 20 minutes have passed. I will gently bring you back. Enjoy. It's a wonderful day, warm and sunny. You're walking along a path in a beautiful forest. When you breathe in the life energy of the forest. And with every step you take, you feel the energy of the earth flow up through your feet. Continue walking for a little while, and then you notice that there's another path leading to the right. You feel that you want to follow that path. You begin walking on the path to the right, and when you walk on this path, you come to a little meadow in the forest. And in the middle of this meadow, there's a small hill covered with high grass. You climb up this little hill, you feel the grass sweep against your legs. It's wonderful to be alive. When you come up to the top of this hill, you lie down in the high grass. Feel this grass and the earth beneath your body and gaze upon the sky. Look up towards the sky and see the beautiful white clouds. While you are watching these clouds, a wonderful shimmering light, a beam of light, begins shining down on you. It is not a normal light. It comes from the third heaven. The light is shining around you, flowing into your body and filling you with warmth and feelings of safety and love. This light is focused directly on your problem, whether it's in your body, wherever it is. Focus on this light and be willing to let go of what is hurting. Now look directly into this light and let the light guide you. Follow the light. can continue your experience for as long as you feel guided to. And when you're ready, take a couple of deep, giant breaths. Bring your awareness back behind your eyes and slowly open your eyes and come back into the room. Thank you. Thank you. My love. That was good, huh? I felt very hot. There was a lot of energy going through. Some emotions surfacing. The release of those. If you want to share in a few words what kind of experience you have, what you experienced, you can do so in this chat. I'd love to hear what you felt. Maybe you felt the same heat that I did. That's pretty common for Reiki to feel a lot of heat throughout the body, waves of heat going over the whole body, or just specific points in the body very hot. That's very good. I guess it's a positive kind of dynamite, Richard. Lots of energy. Very good. So if you enjoyed this live stream, show me some love by giving a thumbs up to this video. It really helps to motivate me, to inspire me to bring more. And it also lets me know what you like. So put a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, remember to press the subscribe button and the bell button so that you get notified when I upload these live streams, which can be rather spontaneous. And it's always good with a little bit of healing, so don't miss out, especially when it's free. Very good, Richard. It's like a workout sometimes, huh? It's really like a workout sometimes. Actually, one thing that can happen, and that has happened to me quite a lot, is that your body wants to start shaking. You can get little spasms or even seizure-like movements. Because when you come really deep into meditation, you start to focus your awareness and a little bit release your identification with the body to clear out. The energy is moving the body. The energy is your body, basically. So some strange things can happen. It really can. But it's nothing to fear. It's actually a very good sign that your system is clearing out densities. Very good, Richard. So it can feel a little bit scary sometimes. I know when it started happening to me, I was blown away. I was really excited, but sometimes these tremors and shaking could be rather intense. And just remember that it's okay, it's safe. If you feel really scared, just seek out the doctor is always a good option. But just know that it's a part of this healing process of clearing out and purifying the prana, the subtle life force energy that you are. Also, if you have, if this is the first time you're watching my healing, or if you're what's a common, a continuing participant of these live streams, you feel that this healing that I'm sending is helping you, I gladly accept donations. And there is a link in the description below where you can donate, just a couple of dollars or something like that if you feel like it. I'm very happy about that, as this is what I want to do full time. So it really helps me as well to get the resources to really do this full time, which I hope to do in the near future. Kundalini took some time to come out of it. Very nice, Batush. Very, very nice. Yeah, so those of you who are unfamiliar with meditation, or who might have practiced meditation for a little while, but have not really yet started, notice the various meditative states that you can come into through meditation. The Reiki healing can actually help you bring you into those states and help it boost your meditation in a way. It's like with meditation, you are helping to heal yourself from the outside with the addition of Reiki energy. It's also helping you from the outside in. So it's a two-way process there. Thank you very much, Richard. I appreciate that. And thank you all, Patush, Richard, Welsted, Yeva, Gutam, Salman, who else? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you for engaging in the chat. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that you have done so far since you came here. Thank you for just being here. It's really, really nice to share this space with you guys. And with guys, I obviously mean girls as well. So I mean everyone. Also, if you have any questions, if you have any general questions about Reiki or about your experience or about this healing journey that I'm doing, feel free to write them in the chat. I will sit here for a couple more minutes and answer if you have any questions. Well, one that I get quite a lot is if distance healing and transmitting energy through the computer, it seems like it's through the computer, through the video, how that can compare to normal healing when you have hands, the hands on the head, the hands on various parts of the body. And all I can say is that for me, the transmission is just as powerful, just as strong. I'm transmitting the same kind of energy, and logically you should receive the same kind of energy as well. There is no, on this energetic plane where the Reiki energy is, there is no obstacle really. That is why we actually don't need the screen either. We don't need a video or anything at all. You can send really, really powerful Reiki just through intent, which means that I can sit on one side of of this planet, and I can send healing through intent to a person on the other side of the planet, and they receive it instantly. You can even send it, back and forth through time. You can send it to a situation in the future, for example, which might seem mind-blowing, but I've done this stuff and it actually works. It really, really works, which is, I cannot explain this, and this is all very, I'm still baffled by how this works. So yes, distance healing works just as fine, but there is a factor that you have to remember, and that is, I guess, the mind. That when we're new to the spiritual stuff, or the spiritual path and the spiritual world, where we start to open our minds into new possibilities and see the world from a different perspective, when we're very new to this, it might be hard for the mind to actually believe this stuff. And if you very much have a contracted very much contracted beliefs it might be hard for your mind to trust that it works. And from that contraction in your energy, you might have a little bit more difficult to receive the energy. However, that is just a logical speculation. Because as far as I've been taught when I was, training to become a Reiki master, I was taught that you always receive the healing that you need, even if it's a 15-minute Reiki healing session or a 60-minute Reiki healing session. You always receive what you need and what you can receive, and that's always the maximum amount of healing that you can get. And the more you the longer you go, the more you practice meditation and spiritual practices, the more you practice self-healing, and the more you experience healing from someone else, the more sensitive also your system becomes, which means that you will be more sensitive to the way energy feels, so that eventually you will see that you will be able to feel all these subtle movements of the energy, regardless if someone has the hands on your head or transmitting through a video. And I see, Richard, that you've written that you need an energy to attract money like a magnet. And I want to circle back to what I said before, that you always receive the energy that you need. You always receive the healing that you need. So I can set an intention. I can create a video, or I can create a live stream like this, and I can set the intention beforehand on what the energy should be working on. But I still feel a little bit reluctant to try to control it in any way, because what you receive will always be what you need right now. So if you have a lot of worries about money, where money will come from, you don't have enough, you have bills to pay, whatever, those are emotions, those are limiting beliefs from the mind that are manifesting in your outer world. So the healing, if that is your focus right now, if you're feeling fear because you don't have the money that you need, then through this healing and through receiving healing and opening up, the Reiki energy is helping to bring these thoughts, these beliefs from the mind and feelings from the heart and other parts of the body, bring these up so that you can heal them. So if you're experiencing during the healing or afterwards a lot of fears about money, feelings of lack, feelings of scarcity, feelings of not being worthy perhaps, then that is a sign that you're healing the root cause of the manifestation in your outer world, which means that you're doing exactly the right thing. You're going into the root cause of these so-called issues. So I would say just continue joining in on these healings. And when you feel these fears, just allow yourself to feel those. And it might take a little while, because there might be, money is such there's so many beliefs that we are being fed from, the moment when we start growing up and we start to become a little bit more conscious of ourselves, society and the world. There are so many beliefs that we adopt about money that it might take a little bit while to kind of dissolve these negative beliefs that we have. But you're doing that right now by being here. So there is no real point for me in setting a specific intention, even though I can, because the intention will be different for everyone. The energy will go exactly where it needs. And what you can do before the healing is that you can think about your problem. You can say a little prayer that you wish for the Reiki energy to heal the causes behind this feeling of lack, and then be ready to let it go. That is what I would recommend that you do. And then when you start dissolving this, the more you do that and the more you're open to accept the way that life moves things around for you, and take action on those opportunities that will come your way, then life can shift really, really quickly. Very good. So I hope that was a good answer for you, Richard. Let me know if you're wondering something more about that. Patricia asked, is there a difference in healing between live streaming videos compared to your uploaded YouTube videos? It's the same idea there, Patricia. On the energetic level, there isn't really a difference. Time doesn't really matter because energy is always here. And in the video, that energy is always streaming. However, as I said before, there's this human aspect that we have to take into consideration. And I can only speak from my experience, and it's that just knowing from the mind that you're in the transmission that is happening right now, the mind is getting a little bit more convinced that it's working a little bit harder, a little bit more, that is a little bit more powerful, or a little bit more deep, or a little stronger. But that, that little difference comes from the mind. So there really isn't any difference in the strength of the transmission. Then again, the strength of the transmission, for example, I might be dealing with some emotional problem in my life right now, which can hinder the transmission of the energy a little bit, because the transmission is I'm getting distracted or something like that. And in another video, I might have had just a perfect time in my life where I was so light and so open to be able to channel all of this energy to you. So in that way, there can be a video can also be felt as stronger. But in general, there is no difference between the live streams and the recorded videos. Although I have to still emphasize that the live streams for me feel a little bit more let's say it this way. When I channel energy and transmit it in a live session, as compared to when I watch one of my older videos and meditate with the video in the background, usually the transmission that is happening now on the live stream is I'm experiencing it's a little bit stronger. Thank you very much, Richard, for sharing that. So Richard shares that he experiences the live stream, the live videos, that the energy is stronger than the recorded videos. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really, really, really good. So there might be a little bit of a difference. However, I can find, continue to speculate on this and argument for both sides, because, if you're rewatching a video that you haven't watched, that you have watched before, that particular transmission, that particular energy might have also, helped heal some parts of your body that are free now. And let's Actually, I don't feel like I need to talk very much more about this. The best thing is really for you to experience this yourself and really learn to discern if there's any point in discerning this. The point here is to just experience the healing and be open to the healing and receive here and now. And if that's through a video, a recorded video, or a live stream, it doesn't, it doesn't matter as much. You are receiving healing, and it's all of benefit for you. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for sharing, for asking. One thing I can say though that is usually stronger, well, I would say actually every time, is the private sessions, because then I usually do it, either I set the intention without video or I have the video and I focus all of that energy on you. And that is usually experienced a lot stronger for everyone having a private session. So if you want to do that, there you can contact me from using the link below. You can head on to my website and contact me there, or from the Facebook page. I do one-on-one healings like this, so feel free to do that. So I will reiterate and remind you about this healing journey that I'm doing that will most likely start on Friday, and there are just a couple of spots left. Will be a maximum of 10 people, and the healing will go on for a week. It will be absolutely free for the people joining. And the point here is to have a group of people who are committed to a healing session every day or every other day. I haven't really decided yet. We'll see just what the guidance is saying, how I'm being guided. And the point here is to see just what an extended period of healing can do for you. When you commit really to healing a specific part of you or your life, and really commit to that for a period of time. From my experience and from the people I've worked with for a longer period of time, there can be massive transformation in even 1 week if you are committed to the healing process and willing to let go of that suffering. Yes, Richard, you are signed up, buddy. Very good. Hello, Uri. Nice to hear from you. So what I want you to do is, in the description below, you can see a link. If you scroll down a little bit, you will see a link to my Facebook page. It's called Reiki Healing by Alexander Kumlin, or you can search on Facebook for Reiki by AK. Reiki by AK. And I want you to like that page and then send me a message on that page saying that you are committed to healing, and I will send you a little bit more details when I've worked everything out. Okay? So you will find this link in the comment. Actually, let me write it here, yeah. Okay. I will try to, if you can, see if you can use this link here. I'll actually test it myself. Yeah, so this link seems to work. So what you do is just press this link that I provided in the chat window, head on to my Facebook page, like that page, and send me a message that you are committed to healing, which now means that we only have a handful of spots left, which is really, really nice. So during this week of healing, every night we will have a healing session and a little bit of a talk about healing, what you can do in terms of self-healing, how you can practice this yourself. And after the healing session, I will be transmitting Reiki like I do here, but it will be a little bit more focused on you, because you will be able to have your video in as well. And that usually helps me a little bit with being able to focus on your video there as well. And very good. And then after this healing, every night everyone will be given a little bit of time to share their experiences if they want, and we'll start a little bit of a discussion in the group so that everyone can share. Because when I started my Reiki healing and when I had my spiritual awakening, I was very much on my own. I didn't have anyone around me who could explain this or help me understand, let alone understand this myself. So I can really see the value in having a group to open up in, feel safe in, share, and also being guided and helped to resolve some of these issues that we experience in life. And especially, usually when we have a spiritual awakening, when we begin on the path of finding out who we truly are, there's a lot of things that we need to work out, especially in the beginning, I would say, before we have really understood how to self-heal and how to surrender. Very nice, Uri. Very cool. Still though, it's very good that you write here, but please go onto the Reiki page and like that page, and also send me a message, because I need you on Facebook Messenger preferably, to be able to communicate with you there and send you some more details. Also, if you haven't done so already, show me some love by giving this video a thumbs up. If this Reiki transmission have helped you in any way, if my past transmissions or past videos have helped you in any way, show me some love, if you feel like it. I'm still open to answering some questions if you have, so feel free to post them in the live chat. I will be back very shortly. Also, I want to remind you guys to drink a lot of water tonight. It's very important to drink water after Reiki, because just as with massage, for example, or physical movement, the Reiki energy helps to activate and move around the lymphatic system and to move out a lot of toxins. So we have to help the body by providing enough fluids to clear out the body. Because Reiki is really working on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and energetic or spiritual. So we have to attend to every level in order to be able to truly find balance within ourselves, balance our whole energetic system. It's very important to listen to your body, drink a lot of water, rest and sleep if you need to. Yuri asks, aside from Reiki, what other energy healing modalities have I tried before, either as a practitioner or healing recipient? So actually, the first healing session I went to was with an old woman who had a healing dog, which was pretty funny. So she was a healer, and she had a dog who was also helping to heal on the other end, sort of. So this dog was lying on my stomach usually, or on one of the legs. It did a couple of times, and she was sending healing energy through the shoulders and the head, usually like we do in hands-on Reiki sessions. But she didn't practice Reiki in particular, but just general healing, energy healing. And how I compare your experience Usui Reiki, Karuna Reiki with other energy healing frequencies. A very good question. I will respond to all of your questions. Other energy healing modalities. Well, I would say the main one is meditation. And with meditation doesn't necessarily have to be when you sit down and focus, but meditation in the sense of really surrendering to the experience that you're experiencing right now, because that's essentially what we do. All the tools that we use, all of these different practices, all of the rituals, all of this is just to find this surrender where we can really become accepting in the present moment, right here and right now, regardless of what the circumstances are. We want to be able to accept here and now, because this is acceptance is when we are right here and now, and it's when we are most in tune with our true self, with the self, the non-personal self. And there is nothing as powerful as being able to find this, how this surrender works for you, being able to surrender the mind's attempt to control the experience at all times. That is the absolutely strongest healing modality that I found. And all practices actually lead there. They lead there, they point towards this surrender. So regardless if you use Reiki, any kind of meditation techniques, what's it called? All of these plant medicines, for example, drum journeys, sound healing. If you go out running, whatever kind of thing you do, learning how to surrender is the absolutely, what I found, the absolutely best way or best kind of healing. Because we don't want to be liberated just when we are experiencing healing, when someone is sending us healing, or we're giving healing to ourselves, or we sit to meditate. Essentially what we want to do is be liberated at all times in life. Otherwise, what's the point, because then there will always be times when when we are dissatisfied with our circumstances, and we can't just sit and meditate at all times either. I've been at monasteries, and monks are not so happy to be there all the time, all the time either. Because, I mean, life is movement, energy is movement, life is energy, and we want to be able to be satisfied at all times. So surrender is the most powerful. That's all I can say to begin with. But I want to say that I've also experienced ayahuasca, San Pedro, and many other kinds of plant medicines, which is basically ancient, the traditional, the real kinds of medicine, which are usually or always very, very powerful and not recommended for everyone, and not something that you can, in my experience, not something that you can keep doing as a constant spiritual practice, because there comes a point when you really have to let these go and learn the surrender on your own, which is actually true for any kind of practice that you do. You have to learn to let go of the technique or the practice or the ritual and really just surrender all of that. And in terms of the comparison between Usui Reiki and Karuna Reiki, I would say for me, Karuna Reiki is a lot stronger, because I also did Karuna Reiki with Holy Fire 3, which is the kind of the latest energy frequency that William Lee Rand, what you could say, received or channeled and then shared with the world. So Karuna was a great upgrade, not better, but it was just more powerful and more subtle as well. It could go a lot more deep. Yeah, so Eva, my beloved partner, says that regarding other healing that I've tried, I think receiving Shaktipat initiation is also a healing at some level, as I know you have received it. Yeah, very, very good point. So Shaktipat is a big subject. It's a big topic. Shaktipat is when a fully realized being, a person who has, not just a person, but a being who has realized the interconnectedness of all things, animate, inanimate, manifested, and unmanifest, as one, as their own being. And with that absolute realization, usually comes a gift to transmit this energy through touch, through intent, through just being around those people or those beings. And receiving this energy from a person, from a being who is fully realized, fully resting in the absolute, the divine, who has realized the absolute reality, is it is also what, I don't want to call it shortcut, but it is a very intense way of awakening true meditation in you and awakening this or realizing this surrender, which then is the fastest way to actually coming into this full realization. So receiving this this Shaktipat, this Shakti energy from a fully realized being is what the ancient esoteric scriptures and spiritual books, spiritual masters says was not just the fastest part, but perhaps the only way to become fully realized and fully healed, or whatever you want to call it. And it's very rare to find these teachers, but they actually do exist. They do exist. I don't know if that was a question, yeah, Bob. I could, of course, go on further and compare receiving Shaktipat to Reiki, but I will first answer Yuri's continuation of his question here. Who are your inspirations or luminaries, thought leaders in the world of energy healing and meditation that you look up to? Who are the teachers and speakers who made an impact in your life? Very good question. That's a very good question. It was different after I had my spiritual awakening and just in the beginning, because then I was looking a lot outwards and trying to, seek people who knew more than I did and could help me. It's a little bit different now, but I will share some people that I listen to quite regularly. And one of them is Mother Meera. She is an Indian saint, an avatar, which a being is called who is, well, actually divine incarnating as a being on this planet to help other beings to realize their true self. She's actually very, very active on YouTube, and every night she is transmitting Shakti energy to awaken your own life energy, awaken your Kundalini and own Shakti energy. And her energy is very, very powerful, very, very healing. And I will share her name here in the chat box so that you can check her out if you feel like it. It's the Mira. I will also mention the two realized beings who initiated me with Shaktipat the first time, which was almost 2 years ago now. And they are Jan Esman and Lina Lei Monte. Jan Esman is a Danish teacher who lives in Denmark and holds retreats around Europe. And he even visited India not too long ago. And Lina Lei Monte is a Lithuanian teacher who lives here in Lithuania and who I meet on a weekly basis actually and receive this Shaktipat. Both of them are what you could call very modern teachers. They're not the traditional Eastern teachers. They are very much living in this world, of this world, as this world. And what was mind-blowing and heart-opening to me was when I met these beings and could feel their incredibly powerful energy, healing energy, not as Reiki, but something much, much more fundamental and much more deeper and stronger. And then see that they were normal people. They were not what you would read about, in autobiography of a yogi or Play of Consciousness, if you've read those books, or any of the other, Ramana Maharshi or these spiritual masters, but who still had a very Eastern persona. They're very much Western people, but with a realization of the divine that shines through so strongly in their energy and in their behavior. And it's amazing. It's breathtaking to be around them. So if you're interested in receiving this Shaktipat and knowing what Shaktipat is and awakening your Kundalini, I warmly recommend to check Jan Esman and Lina Lei Monte out. Also Mother Meera, she has a daily meditation, 8 o'clock, I think, or 7 o'clock Central European time. They are very powerful, and I would say that they are the people that I spend a lot of time listening to and being around in order to be helped, sort of to release to work through my karmas and to come closer to the realization of who I am. I also listen quite a lot to Sadhguru here on YouTube. I think that he has a very relaxing and funny expression. Very funny, the expression of the divine. He also has a very I would say, modern way of speaking about global problems, personal problems, spiritual problems, and all of that stuff. A very grounding way of talking about these issues that might surface on the spiritual path. I think that answers your question a little bit, at least, Yuri. I know that there are lots of healers here on YouTube, and I've checked some of them out. I think I will check. Well, I am checking more of them out because I want to collaborate with some of these healers here on YouTube and kind of do some kind of double healing or something like that. I think that would be a nice value to people. Oh yeah, Patricia, Sadhguru is, that's really cool. Yeah, for sure. So thank you, Yuri. Thank you very much. Mother Mira is here on YouTube, so you can actually just, if you open another tab and head on to YouTube, just search for Mother Mira in the search field, and you can find her live healing. So she transmits through by sitting on the screen, just sitting and looking into the camera, and then closing her eyes and meditating. She is transmitting, and she will make herself, her presence or energy will be known in the room. Of course, depending on how sensitive you are, you might not be able to sense that energy, even though it's very, very powerful. But the energy is working on you. The energy is healing. So just check her out here on YouTube. There's also one more teacher that I will actually share, and it's David Spiro, who is perhaps my greatest inspiration. Actually, he's also an avatar, an incarnation of the divine, and his energy is unspeakably loving, and his expression, the way he talks about realization, about spiritual path, and how to traverse that path with the guidance of your own inner self, is so explicable and eloquent that it's like listening to a poem. And you can search for David Spiro here on YouTube as well. Thank you, Yuri. Oh yeah. Actually, I missed Sadhguru's talk yesterday, but I will probably look at it today or tomorrow. I usually don't hit his speeches live. I usually watch them on replay. But I know Sadhguru as well. He is offering private, well, not really private, but smaller hiking groups. So you go to his Isha Foundation, I guess you could call it ashram, and you go with him and a small group of people, and you go hiking in the mountains somewhere. I don't know if it's Mount Kailash. You end up there somewhere. I'm not really sure about this Indian geography. So and the spiritual side there. But you go with him and you receive the Shaktipat and spiritual teachings, and also spend time with just a realized being. Just being around a person like that and being out in nature is incredibly powerful. So if you have that possibility to take time off and do that, then I'd be happy to be you. Because that's really something I want to do sometime in the future. Well, we've been going for quite some time now. For all of you who were here, who are still here. Okay, we got a question. I will answer this last question. Alexander, is anything on your radar right now? Anything that caught your curiosity but haven't tried yet? Well, I see a lot of people marketing healing actually, and I'm just happy to see that there are so many people offering energy healing around here because I really feel that it's needed. So I'm very happy about that. But no, I cannot say I'm very interested in any other kind of healing modality, because as I develop my energy, as I'm working with my own life energy, the transmission that I give is also getting stronger. And as of now, I don't feel guided to try anything else out, because I have the Reiki and I have my own energy, which is being fine-tuned all the time. And that's exactly what happens on the spiritual path for everyone. The more we work with our energy, the less we feel the need for, external guides or external techniques or someone else to help us, because we feel more and more guided from within. And sure, that might manifest in the outside world, and we can be guided from the outside. But I can only speak from my experience, of course. And for me, that has manifested as a reduced interest in everything that is out there, and increased interest in what's going on in here, and really, really diving deep into what's going on here right now. Yeah, so if you feel overwhelmed by all of this, Yuri, then I just suggest that fall back a little bit. You're not supposed to be overwhelmed. If you're doing that, you're seeking too much, or you're bouncing around different things. I really suggest it's just lie back a little bit, rest a little bit, and trust yourself, and trust that whatever is right for you will come to you. What you need right now will definitely come to you. You cannot escape it, because it's the natural part of evolution to happen on its own, and you are not in control of that. The only thing you have the choice to do is to either, get overwhelmed and look at all these different techniques and frequencies and try to find the right one, or just fall back a little bit and let that one come to you, because it will. There is no escape from that. That it's just the way evolution works. And this is evolution. What you're doing with meditation, with healing and all of that, that's evolution. So just rest a little bit, and it will come to you, I promise. Sooner or later. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who has been watching this. Thank you all of you who have stayed here until now. So happy to have you all here. So grateful. It's been a wonderful 1.5 hours. Thank you for all the questions and engagement. I really love that. Remember to, if you want to partake in this healing journey that will be 1 week long and start on Friday, remember to go into the link in the link in the description below here. There's a link to my Facebook page. I will actually write it here again in the chat. Remember to go there, like my page on Facebook, and send me a message there so that I can send you more information about this healing journey and sign you up for it. It's totally free for 10 people, maximum 10 people who will join. Also remember, if you want, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and press the notification bell so that you get updates when I upload live streams in the future. I think that's it. That's it for tonight. We'll see you in we see each other next time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you for searching for the truth within you. Much love. Namaste.